Welcome back to Budget Outlaws. Last week we finished up most of the hot side. We got a few things to do there. This week we're moving on to the intake side, the cold side, and see how far we can get with that. Well, the intake side is pretty simple. So I've got the intercooler right off the turbo, and I need to make brackets to hold it, but it's being held in place by the hoses right now, and this little piece of hose. Anyways, so it's 3.5 inch coming out of here and 4 inch going into there. So there's a reducer, whatever, on that end. Then we'll put the blow-off valve right here on the side, and if I move the computer, I might spin it around and put it on this side, just to give me room on this side, just to open this up for trunk space. So, I mean, it doesn't get too much more simple than that. Of course, I have to run lines. So, and there's another reason to move the computer is to run the lines that'll go in and out for water cooling. And those will probably go to a radiator that'll be right in here and sit back in there, and we'll have to shield it from flying rubber, but that shouldn't be too bad either. And then a pump somewhere, so a pump could go back in this corner as well. So all the more reasons to at least move that computer up against the firewall there. Now here we relocated the ECU. It used to sit at an angle right there, and I want to put the blow-off valve right there. So we've got it slightly modified, locked down there, with a little insulation under it so it won't get too hot. I don't think it gets hot anyways, but okay, so I thought I'd just show you a little bit about the equipment I'm using. So I've got just a cheap 3-in-1 Lotus CT52 520D, I said, sorry. So it does TIG, plasma cutting, and arc welding. This is another YouTuber's trick, taking the same size pipe. And that actually works really good. That'll be the hardest part of that, is adjusting to the change in the angles. Yeah, that's pretty good. Whenever I have or choose to learn a new task, I practice a lot. And TIG was new to me. An aluminum TIG was impossible using a cheap DC TIG welder. Well, I went through most of a brand new tank of argon trying to get this down. It was a small tank, but still, and it's not easy at all. Well, I was almost out of argon, so I finally made the decision to do some sketchy TIG welds that would hold solid with penetration, and then rely on other means to finish off the job to hold pressure. We'll see how that goes. Okay, well, I'm not proud of this by any means, but short of paying somebody an exorbitant amount of money to do it, or going out and buying a TIG welder, an AC TIG welder, I am going to make this work. So I've done the TIG, and it's not clean. And it's not going to seal. So I tried this on the test one. What I did, here it is, and it actually worked pretty good. And I had to sand it off because I was, you know, it's not a clean thing. So this may end up be the way it looks, is something like that, sanded and polished. But that's what I got to go with. I do have another one of these, and later I can cut this off and do it right and find somebody with the right equipment. For right now, this is what I'm doing. And I know most of you are going to cringe, but I keep telling my son, budget outlaws. So we're going to heat this up and melt this in to fill in the gaps here. Kind of cut into it a little bit. I wasn't sure how much heat it could handle, but reset. Not the great reset, just a reset. Not turning out too bad. Obviously I got cleanup to do, but that actually works pretty good. Let's see if I got any light coming through here. No, I'm sure I do on this side. Yeah, there's one little spot there. Haven't got to that spot yet. So, I think this is going to have to work. I've seen worse. So I ground off some of the ugly so it wouldn't get too thick when I added the next step. And, you know, it isn't great. I was able to sand off some of my mistakes and polish it up. It turned out okay. So we're going to move on. So next up we'll be running the water lines, the water pump, and the radiator for the intercooler. And we'll see what that turns out like. I still haven't decided. Hey, thanks for watching, and keep tuning in.